let's talk about why strategic thinking is so important. And why am I speaking about it and dedicating an entire YouTube channel to it? Well, first things first, quick fixes fail fast. Band-aid solutions, temporary solutions will crumble under any pressure at all, whether it's a personal or professional issue or situation. There are always external factors. And I'm telling you this, a quick fix just will not help. Strategic thinking will actually help you to design a foundation that will actually hold up over time. So don't go for the short term fix. Second, before I get to number two, I know my shelf is empty behind. I'm just doing a bit of reshuffling. But number two, you've got to see the chessboard. You've got to plan 3 moves ahead. And even if you don't have all 3 moves planned, you've got to be thinking ahead, because reacting always keeps you stuck. You've got to anticipate any shifts that might be occurring in your work or personal life. That actually lets you position yourself better for whatever objective you're trying to achieve, or to be successful in the mission that you have. Let's go to 3. Resources are limited. Use your resources wisely. Your time, your attention, your money, your energy, your enthusiasm, all of this, all of this needs to be allocated. And so having a strategy will allocate all of these things, all of your resources, so that it pays off. Not just, you know, working sort of in the short term. You've got to let all of these things, all of your resources pay off. It's a bit more of a long-term sustainable issue as well. Big picture. Okay, let's go to number. Am I on 4? Big picture trumps tunnel vision. I always say this. Why do I say this? Because if you are obsessing over the minutiae or today's issues, today's fires, if you're obsessing over today's fires, it will actually blind you. Let me just turn off my email. It's just zinging, and it sounds like a zing, not a ping. The big issues will trump. Let's start again. Big picture trumps your tunnel vision. Why? Listen, if you obsess over what's going on right now and the issue that you're experiencing right now, you will completely miss what's going to come around the corner. And also, you'll completely miss any opportunities. That's right. That's what I was trying to get to. You don't want to miss any opportunities. And that happens when we're just obsessing over the problem. So having more of a strategic outlook can balance any sort of struggles, fires that you're experiencing right now, and also help you to identify where are the opportunities, where are the chances, the steps that you can take to overcome. So zoom out, okay? Big picture. Listen, avoid the hamster wheel. Oh, I miss my hamster, my only pet. George, thinking of you. Anyway, lived 3+ years old. Wow. Okay, anyway, moving on. Hamster wheel. Avoid the hamster wheel. Stop spinning. Start. I don't like this hamster analogy. Just stop spinning and start advancing. Endless busy work. I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. You might feel like you're being productive, but is it going anywhere? Because you don't have a plan. I've got a whole video about having a plan. So strategic thinking will set you up and set you on the direction that actually matters. Next, risk. Risk doesn't vanish. Risks don't vanish, okay? So you've just got to learn to manage them smarter. Problems hit everyone. In life, in business, problems come. And so a strategy will actually help spot them early. You get to do some anticipation, some forecasting, and you can prep a solution better rather than just hoping or praying for the best. And especially in sort of reputational management issues in public relations, we do this all the time. We're always forecasting or anticipating. And when you're in the practice of doing that, as things occur, if there's sort of shifts in the landscape, then you could perhaps spot patterns. And when you spot patterns, you know what you need to do in order to prepare. Okay, teamwork thrives on clarity, and your strategy will actually align your efforts. So whether it's at home or at work, when people pull together and they know the plan, it turns the chaos into collaboration. That's how you get more collaborative, when people are more clear on the mission, the intention, the why, and then the how. It comes together more. So again, be more strategic with your team. The worst thing is when there's no clear direction and people are sort of having to figure things out for themselves. Where is the leadership there? Adapt or sink. Oh, that's awful. Listen, flexibility also has to be strategic. You have to iterate. You've got to be able to have that agility. You've got to be able to pivot. Rigid plans will actually, that whole pivot thing with Ross in Friends. I mean, he didn't get the sofa in the end, but okay. Rigid plans will break, or they might break your spirit. Whereas if you're a little bit more flexible, the strategic thinking will build, and what that does is it will build confidence, so that if there is some kind of flexibility needed, then you will feel more capable to pivot, to be flexible. So again, if life throws you any curveballs in your business, in your personal life, learning how to sort of pick the path of least resistance and try and sort of, work with the tide, you pick up some pretty sweet skills. So remember, you want to adapt, you don't want to sink. Next, second to last, confidence grows with foresight. Guessing, when you guess things, if you're not sure, that kind of uncertainty, it can breed anxiety. You don't want that. So knowing your next steps and why will fuel much bolder decisions. So as you work on being much more strategic and make that effort, you will grow in your confidence. Last one, legacy over luck. Strategy shapes your future. So random wins will fade fast. It's not going to be a story for the ages, okay? Strategic thinking, however, will craft a story of progress that you can look back on proudly. It's a foundation, it's it's value that you have demonstrated, you've delivered. So legacy over luck. Okay, let me know your thoughts on this video. I hope you're doing well. If you're a parent and you're doing Easter holidays, best of luck. Wish me luck too in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.